Today on the channel, we return to G.I. Joe Classified Series with Chip, Raptor Talon, and General Ledger on Way I Got It Figured.
The Way I Got It Figured.
What's up, figure fans? Way I Got It Figured, back with another G.I. Joe Classified Series review. This one we've been sitting on for a good while, and it's way past due getting out there. Looking at number 139 in the G.I. Joe Classified Series, Chip, Raptor, Talon, and General Ledger. I don't think he was an exclusive of Target, but, you know, everywhere, I've never seen him in any store but Target. And in late November, early December, he was like clearanced out for $10.49 at Target. And so, of course, I immediately went hunting for one, found them, got my $10.49 Raptor, as you can see here, and the rest is history. So Raptor is a character who debuted in 1987, and he's one of the 4 weirdo villains, all released in 1987. Raptor, Crocmaster, Big Boa, and the soon-to-be released in Classified Series Crystal Ball. Our Raptors are $35 figure. He's a deluxe figure. He comes with a little bit extra stuff. He retails for about $10 more, but I got him for about $20 less, $25 less. And, you know, I pay full price for enough things that any discount, any deal that I can find, I'm certainly going to hop on it. So I did that, and here we are. As usual, we're going to go over the package, go over his file card symbols, all that kind of stuff I like to do. Get them out, pose them around a little bit, do some comparisons, and get you out of here with some final thoughts. So Raptor is one of those characters that I feel like Crystal Ball is. Maybe not Crocmaster, and maybe not Big Boa, but, you know, Raptor, Crystal Ball, they're no one's favorite characters. I just don't believe it. Especially Crystal Ball, even more so than Raptor, which makes it really ironic that Crystal Ball like is sold out everywhere and everybody's buying 5 of them, and like he sucks as a character. He sucks. He always sucked. There were Crystal Balls still on shelves in like 1989 or whatever, because that's how bad he pegboard. He sucked. Raptor, not quite as bad, but not far behind, because at least Raptor made it into the comic book, and Larry Hama even sort of treated him like a joke in the comic book. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about Classified Series now. A lot of times they get reimagined, and Raptor is no exception. So we've got our package. Raptor in there looking the best he possibly can. Some upgraded wings. General Ledger, who doesn't look like a Falcon strong enough to attack a G.I. Joe, but maybe he is. Pretty interesting weapons in there. Got your file card symbols and your QR code to nowhere. Nice product photography of Raptor in the back with some trouble bubbles behind them. Some cool inserts. Mostly of his wing dealio updated to now. And then you've got his file card symbols. Two hand-to-hand combat, 2, I guess, finance, 4 animal handling, and then on the one on the top, I really can't tell what it is. I got my eyes fixed, but I still can't read it. Shed some light on it. I'm gonna have to get back to you on this one. I just can't tell what it is. But hand-to-hand combat 2, finance 2, and got a 4 in animal handling. And I'll get back to you on this. Oh yeah, we gotta look at his side art, which is pretty good. They do a very good job with the side art as usual. So let's get Raptor out of the package and see what we can see. We've got Raptor out of his package with all of his accessories, and he comes with not as much as a normal deluxe will come with, but he does come with a good amount of things, and he's got a sizable sort of wing pack going on there, and we're definitely going to get into all of that. So of course, firstly, he's got his Falcon General Ledger. So the whole deal with Raptor is he's like a bird trainer who is trying to develop a bird strong enough to attack a full-grown human being. And he was also an accountant. I think he was like an embezzler or something like that. I gotta read the original file card again, but he's a weird character. And he wears the bird suit to be more familiar to his birds, like he sleeps in a bird cage and all kinds of weird stuff. I think that's on his file card. But it's supposedly to enhance his training regimen. And he wears a mask, and he looks like a super villain. And then when you give him this new mechanized wing pack, he actually seems like a super villain. Like, what's the difference between the vulture or falcon? He's kind of souped up. And Raptor really was sort of a lame character. But and he comes with these claws, which are the same ones that ninjas tend to come with. But that works for him. He likes to fly in and scratch people. You got his headdress. That's going to definitely complete the look, whether you have the wings on or not. And you got his nicely detailed pistol. And it looks like the same pistol that comes with Duke, but it's got a silver, top. And then he's got a little knife to engage into some knife fighting if he needs to. And then I guess the star of the show is really going to be this wing pack. And it's got, fold out wings. The wings can kind of flap or be posed. You can do some pretty cool stuff with it. And it really just goes in his back as a regular pig, but it looks good. The wingspan is pretty impressive, but I suppose it would need to be for a 6-inch figure. Kind of stick it there. But they're looking at Raptor himself. So he's definitely updated. He's not a one-to-one to the original toy, but all of the elements are there. And he's got the mask on, even though we know his name, even though his name was never revealed back in the day. Got some tattoos. And yeah, looks pretty cool. So he's got the old waist articulation. He's not rocking the 2-stage Pretty cool posing. I don't think there's any reuse on him. There's certainly no reuse I can detect. Um, I don't even think he's using. I don't think he's using any parts from any other Joe figure or Cobra figure. But he does look pretty decent. So next we'll get Raptor geared up. Be right back. Okay, so we got Raptor geared up. I folded his wings in a sense so he could be like in a sort of land mode, not in a flight mode. But looks pretty cool. I decided to go without the claws because one claw is gonna look stupid with General Ledger on his arm. But he definitely looks nice enough with his accessories. And he does the job. Another Cobra operative. You can never really have too many, even if they are a little bit on the overly weird side. And hey, maybe I didn't want to pay $35 for him, but he's definitely worth the $10.49. So next we're gonna get some comparisons with old Raptor. Be right back. All right, for comparisons, I don't see where we would do better than to have him show up with his 1987 Wave Mates, Crocmaster and Big Boa, three of the four weirdos. They all have their place. In a way, they're all kind of morts to some extent, but I think Crocmaster and Big Boa have bigger followings than Raptor, but I think Raptor has a bigger following than Crystal Ball. I think anybody has a bigger following than Crystal Ball, just do. But updated in classified series, they all look good together, and that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna leave it there. We can move on to final thoughts.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
So I wanted to do a little reaction to the G.I. Joe fan stream with Emily and those other two guys, Lenny and Steve. And I thought they did some pretty cool stuff. We got to see Cold Slither, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive pack. I don't really intend to get that one, but I wanted to concentrate on the renders that we got. So first off, we got Snake Eyes version 4, and they kept saying that was everybody's favorite version. I don't know if they were trying to be tongue-in-cheek or not. While it's not necessarily my favorite version, I certainly love it. It's version 4 of Snake Eyes. But he's coming out. They gave him a bunch of repro weapons as they're wont to do. I don't really have a problem with it. Very happy to get them. And yeah, it's Snake Eyes. So you already know you're going to see him on this channel. Next up, we got Hawk as a colonel with the blonde hair. 82 original Joe with the mobile missile system. Obviously, we knew this was coming. They had the SMS Cobra version to be towed with the his tank last year, so we already knew this was going to be coming. It's going to be $85. That's what the SMS was, and I'll probably be getting it because I want something to be towable for my Vamp. So it's going to be a lot of money, but whatever. You only go around once, so what are you going to do? Then we got the retro card Troop Builder Joe figure with the extra heads. And I already saw somebody sort of mock up a Lieutenant Falcon with that head. which may happen. I don't really army build Joe figures at 6-inch scale anymore. I just think it's silly. It's silly for me. I don't want to say it's silly for you. It's just silly for me. They really come off as hero versions, but it's fine. I probably will get 2 of these, at least one a piece for the portraits. But yeah, that's coming up. And then finally, we've got the Bat, both of these retro cards, and they're going to be reminiscent of the Bat on the cartoon. Only in the cartoon did the Bat have the red face, but this time he's going to have clear chest pieces and some pretty cool blast effects. So I'm definitely going to grab at least one of these. I do have quite a few bats from when I was army building. I still have quite a few bats. So I don't want to get too many of them. I could see a world where I get 2 of these, but you know, I don't want to overdo it. So they also name dropped some guys. They name dropped Battle Armor Cobra Commander. They name dropped Monkey Wrench, and they name dropped one other character that I can't remember right now. I have my notes in front of me. I actually wrote them down, but I'm somewhere else recording this. And it's pretty cool. They showed off some guys. They showed off Dark Lawn. They showed off Footloose. They showed off the next entire wave. And I didn't really feel like pre-ordering any of those guys because I'm gonna find them anyway. There's no figures that I'm not gonna find. The big one that I did pre-order, or rather I had my buddy Phil over at Crossfire Collectibles pre-order for me, was the Snake Armor. There was a time when I thought I was going to skip that, but that's kind of a foolish notion. I'm not going to skip that. I'm definitely going to get a Snake Armor. I think it's really cool, and I can't wait to review it for you guys on this channel. So that's it for the G.I. Joe live stream, and I thought I would just kind of stick it in this video rather than do a full video just on a live stream. There are other guys that do that better than me anyway, so feel free to check those out. But I wanted to give my impressions. We're building up to another strong year with the Mass Device figures. Definitely adding in a lot of Iron Grenadiers, and it's the year of the snake, so looks like it's going to be a strong year for Cobra. So that's it for this. Let's get back to our review already in progress.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
Final thoughts on G.I. Joe Classified Series number 139, Chip, Raptor, Talon, and General Ledger. I mean, it's a pretty decent deluxe figure. You know, I do think Raptor's fairly lame character. Nothing's going to change that. But the figure is pretty decent. It turned out good. They certainly made him a lot more formidable than what the Real American Hero version would have been. You know, he's got hand-to-hand fighting skills and a jetpack rather than just sort of like a wing glider thing that he had. So like, he's definitely a character that's willing to take some risks on more ways than one. And it worked out. I really think for a figure, you know, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's just a good figure. Everything pretty much works, and it looks good. So there you go. Even lame-o characters like Raptor can get a great grade as an action figure. And hey, paying $10.49 plus tax, can't beat that, right? So, very happy to bring you another G.I. Joe Classified Series review. We've certainly got more coming, and stay tuned for more. Till next time, everybody stay safe, happy collecting, take it easy. Peace.
The way I got it figured.